Hello and welcome to another episode of What to Pick. This is the video series where I go over a few different starting hands and explain what I would pick and why. And in today's first starting hand, we probably will have the easiest decision of our lives because it's Manutech versus UNMI. And that means it's basically the most OP corp in the game versus one of the worst, which is also very, very niche. So UNMI needs a very specific starting hand to work. So if you don't get that, you basically always pick the other corp, and it's even easier if that one is basically the best corp in the game. And that's what Manutech is. So let's pick it for now and see if we maybe get a UNMI starting hand, but I doubt it. Okay, Business Empire is insanely good for Manutech because it's a very high production prelude, and you get that production paid out immediately again. So this is not 6MC prod and minus 6MC, it's just 6MC prod straight because of Manutech's ability. These other preludes aren't that great. Of course, we pick Eco Experts for now and hope that we get a really good Eco Experts target. But if we don't, we'll have to decide between these two. I like to go for plant prod with Manutech, and therefore probably will pick Self-Sufficient Settlement. But let's see. Okay, we sadly don't have a target for Eco Experts. We have like Mangrove and Rare Biodomes in hand. That's the only two cards with global parameters. You cannot play this one because it has a negative power prod, and you wouldn't want to play it anyways because most of the value of this card is coming with these two Venusian animals. And then you have Mangrove, which also doesn't really have any upsides if it's played early. So let's go for these two. You're just casually getting 8 MC bonus instantly with Manutech's ability because of this. What else do we pick? Maybe we will not go for self-sufficient settlement and go for IO research outpost instead. So we have the titanium prod to play asteroid mining. I'd probably pick cartel. We already have Business Empire. Other than that, the starting hand doesn't look too great. I'd pick pets as well, works well together with cartel. And now the problem is we have really good production, but very, very few cards that we can play early on, and even a lot of cards that are just not great. Hackers is bad, Tropical Resort is bad, Martian Rails is bad. Freya Biodomes is a good card, but it's very specific. You need to find either a good Venus Microbe or Venus Animal card, and Venus needs to get increased at all. That's also not a given. So you can pick it up if you want to, but it's just a gamble, let's say it like that. Then Lava Tube Settlement, now that we're not going for that other city, that would have been an argument for Lava Tube Settlement because we could have gone for Mayor with both of these. But now I think it's not worth it. It's maybe the worst city card in the game. It's probably better than Corporate Stronghold, but still, it's not great. I wouldn't pick this. And then Bribe Committee is also not great. It doesn't count towards Cartel, of course, so wouldn't pick this up. So I probably would go with these 4 cards. Probably you could pick Mangrove as well. It's a really good card. Especially good if you have some heat prod. We don't, but as I said, you don't have a lot to play in the first gen. So you can basically just pick these. You will have 20 money left over plus 1 titanium. So 20 money, 1 steel, 1 titanium. That's enough to play Pets and Cartel Gen 1. That costs 15 instead of 18 because of your ability. So you will have 5 MC and 1 titanium left over. And then in Gen 2, if someone plays titanium prod, or if you're one opponent plays titanium prod, you can get straight mining down. And then your number 1 priority would be to find card draw, because you have a really good economy. So you definitely want some card draw. But yeah, that's basically what I would pick. These two. This one allows us to get AMC down. Also draws us a card, which is quite nice. And then combo potential, of course, with these tags. And then this stuff. So yeah, let's go straight to the second hand. Okay, hand number 2 is a decision between Point Luna and Saturn Systems. And yeah, both of these are quite good. Point Luna is, of course, better. So let's pick that for now. Interesting preludes. Don't really like Metals Company definitely does fit Point Luna's usual long game playstyle. And like dome farming doesn't really, smelting plant as well. And donation can be useful for such a low starting capital corp, but let's pick dome farming for now. Just has that useful plant tech, and if you have like robotic workforce on hand, it's super good. No robotic workforce on hand. We actually have freaking Saturn Systems, and I just noticed. In that case, probably picking donation. Oh, we don't really need to because we have indentured workers. Why do we have Saturn Systems hand? We have asteroid mining and TG on hand. And then as well, space station, which is also quite nice. So you could definitely go for something like this with Saturn Systems, sponsors as well, and viral. In this case, like Heat Trappers is a gamble. Probably won't pick it up, especially in 3P. This is on Hellas, by the way. That makes Saturn Systems even better because you have an instant rim settler potential here. Wouldn't pick up Urbanized. I don't want to spend 3 MC on that really early on. In 3P, probably won't pick up Viverseer, and Small Animals is also, you don't know how fast the oxygen will increase. And these 6 here are like the most essential cards. You need Indentured, Asteroid Mining, Space Station, and TGE for your Jovian strategy. Then Viral Enhancers is just really influential, and Sponsors just fits the engine really well. But let's see how much money we will have left after this. So our preludes were, if we skip on donation, it's Dome Farming and Metals Company, and then these 6 cards. That gets us down to 24. We play Indentured Workers. And then this costs only 22, and we can get asteroid mining down Gen 1. That means we can skip donation and go for dome farming instead, which will definitely help on diversifier. So that's why that's one reason I want to skip donation. I think dome farming is just better. Donation would allow you to get sponsors down as well, but you already get 2 MC prot from dome farming, and then the other upsides are just bigger. So I think I would pick this with Saturn Systems. And it's definitely a great start getting rim setup really early on. You don't need to fund it immediately, of course. Wait a bit before you fund it. If no one else threatens to take it, or no one else can take all 3 milestones, then just wait and develop your economy instead. But you could probably also pick Point Luna in this situation. In that case, I might want to go for donation because Point Luna has lower starting capital, and you want to have enough money to get asteroid mining down. And I probably would just keep the same cards. Sponsors is an Earth deck and can draw you an additional card. And then Indentured Workers and the asteroid mining is also really great as Point Luna. You will end that first gen with 4 titanium prot, no matter which corp you pick, because both corps have 1 titanium prot. You get 1 from Metals Company and 2 from asteroid mining. With Point Luna, you have the upside that you will draw some cards automatically by playing Earth techs, and that will increase your chance of getting more space techs that you can then play with your titanium prot. But I probably still lean towards Saturn Systems a bit. It just fits so well with these Jovian tags and Rim Settler. So yeah, that was my decision on hand 2. Let's move on to hand number 3 and see what we have there. All right, last hand, and it's a decision between 2 powerhouses, Vitor and Teractor. I think Vitor is a bit stronger and a bit more fun, maybe. Let's try to go for Vitor here, and let's see what we get. Metals Company again, pretty good engine prelude. And then let's hope we find something for Eccentric Sponsor, because I'm not the biggest fan of these other 2 preludes. Well, you could play immigration shuttles with eccentric sponsor, and I think it's not even that bad. For both Vitor and Teractor, there's a 3MC discount on it. For Vitor, because of the point, it's a 3MC rebate actually. And then for Teractor, it's a 3MC discount because of the Earth tech. So you could definitely go for immigration shuttles here. And with Vitor, you definitely want to pick up Lagrange. Both corps, you want to pick up Cycrophiles, Invention Contest. And with Vitor, I also, like research, I would pick up with Teractor as well. Small animals. You could maybe skip with Teractor, but it's definitely great for Vitor with the 3MC discount. And then you can debate over a few cards, like designed microorganisms. I would only pick if I skip eccentric sponsor and go for biosphere support, which is definitely viable. And then I would also skip immigration shuttles and just pick designed microorganisms. And that way you have 4 plant prot in Gen 1, which is really good. I'd skip insulation every time. I'd skip solar net, probably, even with Vitor. And I'd probably also skip urbanized area. We are on Elysium this time. So there's ecologist. That maybe means that I'm leaning a bit towards picking Vitor and going for biosphere support instead of eccentric sponsor, because that is one green tag, then we have another green tag on Cycrophiles and another green tag on designed, and maybe can find another green tag with invention contest. So I'd probably go like this. Yeah. Like there's no way to get to specialists, even with immigration shuttles. And yeah, I think ecologist here is our best bet. So I'd probably go for these 2 preludes and then skip immigration shuttles and play design microorganisms Gen 1 for the 4 plant prod. So yeah, I think you can play either Teractor or Vitor here. I think Vitor is more fun and stronger than Teractor. You don't need the starting capital for Teractor. You don't need this Teractor starting capital. With Vitor, you definitely have enough to play Cycrophiles and designed microorganisms Gen 1. That's all you want to play. And then Gen 2, you just rip Invention Contest, you rip Lagrange, and see what you can find. Definitely a good start. And you're really close to getting ecologists like in Gen 2 or something. So yeah, pretty good starting hand. And Vitor is always a good call. But yeah, that was it for today's episode. I hope you found these 3 hands interesting and what I had to say was nice. And yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I hope I see you in the next one. Have a good one and goodbye.